Alright, what is up? I got today here the Daisy Powerline 340 right there, as you can see. Powerline 340. Now, this gun isn't a CO2 powered gun, it's just a Springer, but it does shoot steel BBs. It's pretty alright. I mean, I don't really enjoy shooting this one too much, because once again, it's spring, and you do gotta pull the slide back every time. It's pretty loud. It's pretty alright. But it's not that powerful either, and that's kind of the downside with this, because I usually fill up water bottles, with more water in them, and start, shooting them, just watch that water like spill everywhere. But this thing right here, this doesn't do anything like that. It's pretty weak. It's low powered. It's around like 240 FPS, something like that. They should have just named it the Daisy Powerline 240 instead of the 340. I don't know why I don't know, but it's not that great. It has troubles even penetrating through soda cans. So I mean, it's more of like because usually what I do is I fill up like soda cans and stuff, with water, because it's a lot nicer, just seeing them get shot at, and then you just see the water fly everywhere. So I do like that a lot. But with this thing, it's not like that. It's not the best, because it doesn't penetrate, so there's really nothing being done. They'll just bounce off the soda cans. So it is pretty weak, and you could see the BB come out of the gun. Like, you could just see it travel of how slow it is. Yeah, it's not the greatest. And it's all plastic too. There's like almost no metal on this thing, besides maybe the inner barrel right there, and the hammer, which does actually go back when you charge it. So that's how you know that it's charged and ready to go. And it's like that, and you just pull it. There's no magazine here. There's a magazine right here. It's pretty alright. It does hold a lot of BBs though. I don't know if you could hear all those BBs. It does hold about somewhere around, I don't know, I would say, I forgot how much it said it held in here, but it holds a lot of BBs in here, so you can hear them all in there. And what you do is, it has like this little tab down here to pull it. You pull that, and then you hear that click, and then you start shaking it up, and then you can see the BBs right there coming right in there. It holds about 13 BBs right in here, and then now you just grab push this thing, and then it's ready, and ready to go. And it is pretty nice, because like most guns that are spring hold like BBs, like they have a BB reservoir in the back, they usually have like a little they don't have like this type of part that comes out. They just you just have to pull down like this spring all the way down, like that, and kind of hold it and shake it up, or it has like a little latch sometimes down here where it gets like cut, so it doesn't go back up. Those are they're okay. They're not the best, but I mean, this one is pretty nice for that it does go pull like that, pull it, and it stays locked, and until you push it forward. That's when it goes forward, and there's a BB right there. Yeah, it's not accurate either. Does lack accuracy. It's not that great. The BBs do drop pretty quickly, and the power once again is pretty weak. But I mean, like I don't mind it too much, because it's a cheap, you know, gun. I mean, I did pay around like $15 for this thing. To start out with, like if you want a BB gun just to shoot at soda cans, like with, you know, just to knock them over and stuff like that, that's good for that. But penetrating power, it doesn't really have that much. It's alright. It's all plastic, but I mean it has worked pretty nicely, you know. It hasn't broken yet. You know, just $15 for this thing. So yeah, it's pretty good for that price. I mean, it's decent. You know, the plastic isn't too cheap either. It's pretty solid, but it is a little bit, you know, because it does look like a M9 Beretta right here. But it's pretty decent. Can't expect, you know, much out of a $15 gun, you know. It's whatever. But I mean, for starters, it's pretty recommended, and then it is pretty cheap to shoot. Holds a lot of ammo. It's, you know, I say it's cheap to shoot because it uses no CO2, you know, and CO2 like gets pricier as time goes by. But that is about it with this one. I'll do some kind of shooting video with this thing later on, if you want, but just to show you how the accuracy and how much damage it does. It's not that damaging. The sights are pretty basic. They're not the best sights. Yeah, it's all plastic and has a safety somewhere, like I'm not even sure where it has it. Oh yeah, it's like yeah, I'm not even sure where it has it. I can't find it right now, but I did see it on the instructions. It had a safety, but yeah, it's alright. It's only for like beginners, you know, that want a BB gun, you know, and don't want to spend a lot of money on like a CO2 powered gun. Alright, so the next gun I have right here is the Colt, I'm sorry, the Colt Peacemaker right here. I always forget sometimes, you know. The Colt Peacemaker by Umrex. This one is pretty nice. It's CO2 powered, blued finish. Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. And I have had this for a while. Probably like around like almost 5 years with this thing. So yeah, it's worked pretty nice. It was actually my first CO2 gun that I got. You know, I didn't want a revolver like this. I wanted it in the chrome finish, but they didn't have any more of those, so I just got this blued finish. And at first I didn't like this with blued finish, but now I changed my mind. It's actually really nice. And it's pretty hard. You know, it's pretty powerful. It has the loading gate right here. You know, just flip that and open, and then I'll pull the hammer down, one click, and then it's ready to, you know, start turning. Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, it holds a little bit of shots. Yeah. Not that much. Yeah, it's only a 6-shooter. I mean, it's expected with the revolver, you know. Well, you know, what do I expect, you know? Then it has the warning label. I don't know if you can see the flashlight turning off, you know, the light. I don't know why. It just keeps turning off and on. It's weird. But yeah, it's pretty hard to see it, but yeah, those are the warning, you know, that it's not a toy, and it could be, you know, it could cause a serious injury or a death, you know. But I don't know. It's pretty nice though. Very nice. And I'll do a shooting video on that one too. So that's pretty gun. It's pretty, pretty heavy. The weight. It's about like almost like 3 pounds or something like that. So it is pretty heavy gun. And then over here is more, licensing right down here on the bottom of the grips. I don't know if you can see those letters right there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but down here you can see this little slot right here that you pull open. And this is actually nice because it does have the CO2 key right here is to turn it, put it down here and start turning it. So it's not the easiest, but I mean it works. It's pretty nice instead of having like one of those other ones laying around. It's already here. Forget it. You're like, oh, okay, I have it right here. Yeah, you just dropping the CO2 right in there, and it should be ready to go. Shoot. This is about it for this gun. Does sound pretty nice as well. Just pulling that hammer back. It's like it just makes a nice, satisfying sound. But yeah, it works. It's powerful. It's a lot nicer than the Daisy powerline, but I mean, the cost is a lot like way different. And it does have like different shades. Yeah, I'm not sure why it has different shades. I guess they didn't blue it very well. Yeah, they probably didn't blue it very well. That's why there's like, oh,